On today's expose, we're finally at the big bad reveal. The Ancient One is here, so I wanted to highlight Namor. So this is Namor Mackenzie. Namor was first created by Bill Everett, and he first made an appearance in technically Motion Pictures Funnies Weekly #1, but that was uncirculated. His first actual appearance was Marvel Comics #1, October 1939. He is Atlantean, so he has a human parent and an Atlantean parent, but unlike other Atlanteans, he can breathe above water. So this was kind of like a thing for a long time. They kind of teased, is he a mutant? All the way back in the 60s, Magneto and Professor X went to Namor and were like, hey, we're building this team. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm not a mutant. So then later on, it was revealed all the way back in the 2000s that he actually is a mutant. Marvel calls him the first mutant only because he's the first in the Marvel lineage that was actually a mutant, but not in story-wise, of course, because there's Selene and Apocalypse and all those that predate him. But in the actual comics, he's the first one that was a mutant. He has a bunch of powers. He can talk to marine life. He has empathy and telepathy with them. He can control them. He can fly via his little tiny leg wings. They're so sexy. I would suck on them. Electroshock, hydrokinesis, echolocation. He's even been said to have gills before that make him breathe underwater. He has the infrastructure of an amphibian. This toy has this little helmet that he can wear that we found at Toys R Us. And he's been the Phoenix Force at one point with the Phoenix Five. He's been a villain, a hero. He's been everything. He's so popular. And Tenoch Huerta, you are so fucking hot. I would watch that movie over and over for you. Name more.
Name more.
Welcome to Bayville, my new home.
It's time you remember why they call me Storm.
Look at me, I look fat. Do I look that bad to you?
Easy, you fuzzy elf. Everything is going to be just fine.
Storm. 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 That was tight. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Welcome to this week's Solving for X. My name is Shawn. I'm the ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X-fan myself, Kevin.
And I'm your astonishing X-Men stan, Ryan.
And this beautiful face that you see before you is me. But the guest that we have with us today is Michel Blanco. How are you, Michael?
I'm so good. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so excited you're here, too. So, Michael and I have known each other since 2010 because I was with Chris and you were with Chris's best friend. We met them 3 months apart, and we've been Judy's ever since. And the reason I wanted to have you on is because I talked about you on the show, actually. So you just recently watched X-Men 97. And you got a full-on hard-on for X-Men, and then you watched everything X-Men, and now you're balls deep collecting all the figures.
Yeah, it hit me hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
late
really
to the
loved...
party, but intense.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah. What was it about 97 that hit you so hard?
Well, me and Jonathan, he made me watch the original. We were kind of just watching it, on and off. So when 97 came out, he was really excited to have me watch it. And, it had been a few months since we had finished the original. So when we did, I don't know, I guess just the continuation of it, but the story was just so good. I was just, every episode I felt like, oh my God, this is crazy. So after that, I don't know. I just wanted more. And then I started reading the comics and I watched every other media out there.
Yeah. And to John's displeasure, John's your husband.
Yes.
X-Men Evolution was your favorite.
Well, it's only because I remember, like, I think back in high school, it was like my first introduction to X-Men. So it was just, I remember watching it after school, and I just thought it was cool. So I like it personally.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah.
No haters
We
here.
like it too. Well,
Yeah,
Ryan and
so
I
do
like
I.
it. Sean's still giving his verdict. He's waiting to the end to give his verdict, I think. But
Okay. 10 more episodes. I'll give my verdict.
yeah.
Oh my
Your
god,
overall
I can't
opinion.
believe.
Yeah.
I know, we're almost there. And so, Michael, you've been reading the 1990s X-Force comics right now, right?
Yes, I started reading that because I got kind of impatient reading the 60s. Like, they're good, but
What?
I don't know. I just jumped ahead. I don't know.
Yeah.
Completely understandable. It's very
Need some
slow.
meat.
Yeah.
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 They're very like villain of the week, like whatever adventures in the 60s.
Yes.
They're fun, but after a while you're like, okay, where's the story?
Right.
Right.
hmm Well, cool. So to
Yeah.
start off today for our sinister gossip sesh of doom, I wanted to get a little serious for a minute because, as listeners know, I live in LA County. I'm like literally like 20 minutes from the city, LA. And there's been a lot in the news. And I know by like Friday when this comes out, this may not be as fresh, but I've been having people like contact me like, oh my God, is LA still there? Like, what's going on in LA? It's not as crazy as the news is making it. This is the news like trying to demonize a certain group of people. I've been watching a lot of videos. Of course, if you're not aware, like there's been marches against ICE because ICE has literally been going into elementary schools. They've been going to graduations. They've been going to places of business and literally like pulling kids or people like out. I'm already getting emotional. I can feel it. And Trump went around Gavin Newsom, the governor's back, and like deployed the National Guard, which is completely like underhanded and not needed. There's literally video like of them sitting around playing Pokemon Go. There's video of them like because Trump didn't give them any water or food or supplies or any place to stay. So the National Guard are literally like sitting or sleeping on the floor of buildings. They're literally like doing nothing because I'm going to say most of, I'm not going to say all, but most of the footage that I've seen has been peaceful protests of people who fairly want to be in this country and want other people around them to be in this country. Like, this is not what America is, what's going on right now. A lot of the people being targeted are Hispanic people who are actually like going through the system the right way. And the way that they're being targeted by ICE is by, I just totally lost my train of thought, by the records, because there's a false pretense that like a lot of these people aren't paying taxes, but they are. They're actually like going through the IRS. So ICE is pulling IRS records and going after people who are documented and who are like working towards being citizens. So I just want to say, I know I speak for all of us that this is not something that we stand by, and this is something that we think is deplorable, and it just makes me hate this fucking Trump administration even more.
I mean, to the max, always. Everything he does is going to be despicable. So,
Yeah. It's so ugly.
What a wonderful man Gavin Newsom has been and always has been. Yeah, so lucky that you have him as your governor.
Yeah, I love that he's straight up calling Trump out, and he's like, "You say you're gonna arrest me? Just come arrest me. Just do it. Arrest me. Like, get it, Newsom.
Come at me, bro.
Yeah, come at me, bro. Do it." Well, on a lighter note, our BFF of the pod, MJ, wrote in, and he had a very interesting question. So when we were talking about Kitty last week and why Kitty would love Two Girls, One Cup, and I mentioned how she phases inside of people and sees stuff all the time, he brought up the question, if she can she phase to the point that Cassandra Nova can in Deadpool vs. Wolverine, where she literally has like her fingers poking out of people's face? You say yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, but it's. Go ahead, Kev.
You mean like he absorbing like imaging their memory minds and stuff like that? Is that what he means, or just by putting fingers through the face?
Just like fingers through the face and affecting the
Oh, yeah,
face in the way
obvious.
that she does.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that can. Yeah, totally.
What do you think, Ryan? You had thoughts?
No, she definitely can. She can't do to the effect where she would be able to like read the person's mind, like
Right.
that's how what Cassandra Nova is doing. But just think about it, how she killed all the soldiers at the end of Fall of X. Like she went through their bodies, split people apart by becoming solid, putting guns in their head solid or invisible, then becoming solid. You know, like she can do all that and more. Yeah.
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 I agree. Yeah, she wouldn't read their minds, but yeah, she could do that totally.
Mhm.
Are we giving you a completely different like view of Kitty, Michael? You probably where you
Yes.
are, she's all nice and like friendly.
Yeah, every version I've seen of her so far, she's kind of, you know, not that strong. I don't think. So I didn't know she could do that. That's cool.
Yeah, and she's also like bisexual now. She's been dating women, so she's
I
evolved from where you are.
I just found that
Pirates.
out like 10 minutes ago. I had no idea.
I
Really?
think that she really
Yeah.
steps her pussy up in astonishing.
I get it because she's
Yes.
Shadow Cat. Ha 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 ha!
Yeah.
Pussy.
What's he? Hold on, I have my big giant poster here.
Yep,
Ooh,
in that one,
nice.
in that
There
run.
she is.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's true.
That's a
Yeah,
cool
Joss
poster.
Whedon wrote her well.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he said he did write her kind of basing her off a little bit of Buffy, but so I
Buffy,
mean, I
yeah.
understand.
Yeah. Let's see. I also came across from Brand New Day rumors today. Would you like to hear? Would you?
Okay.
Yes.
Please.
All right. So apparently, John Bernthal is going to be in Brand New Day as the Punisher.
How'd you do that?
And
Yeah.
what?
You did the thought bubbles, and this happened on House of Hallowell too. The random thought bubbles.
Oh, I
don't
don't
know where it
know.
comes
That's
from.
weird. They
It's
just
so
come out of my
weird.
head.
Yeah.
So
So John
apparently,
Bernthal. Uh-huh.
yeah. No, yeah. Go ahead. I was gonna say
Oh.
you were saying so apparently. I was
Oh.
gonna see if that also if the bubbles happened when I said that.
Oh, so apparently, no. Mark Ruffalo is coming back as the Hulk, and Punisher and Spidey may have to fight a Crazy Hulk because they are apparently bringing back Crazy Hulk. And the last bit of news is Nicole Kidman may have been offered the female villain role, which I would freaking love because I
Oh.
love Miss Kidman.
Poison Ivy.
Yes, that's a Marvel character.
No.
But her and Uma Thurman do look alike, so I could see where you
I
were
know.
going with that.
Yeah. I was like,
I can
oh,
see
I
that.
know. Yeah, no.
But okay, so did you hear that it's based? Nicole Kidman's character would be based off of a Japanese villain, like a villain from like Spider-Man. Like, remember when he had like the robot and all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
That like a
Oh,
villain
like
from
Leo
that
Pardon?
from that series. Yeah,
Oh.
like from that series or something like that, based
Oh,
off of
no.
that. So it would be like. I read that too, and I was like, "Oh no! Just make her make her older Silver Sable, please, something like that. Like, she can do accents well."
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I think they'll do a good job with it. I trust them.
Magic.
They do well with
Magic.
the with the Spidey movies.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get into some info here. So last week we asked the listeners on Previously On, what song would Gene most likely choose for graduation? Green Day, Good Riddance, Vitamin C, Graduation, Billy Idol, Don't You Forget About Me, or Taylor Swift, Long Live. Michelle Blanco, what's your pick? What would she choose?
I see Gina as a graduation girl. Vitamin C.
See?
Yeah,
Same
it just
here.
fits
I
for
picked
some
it.
reason.
Yeah.
No, for
Well,
sure.
let's see.
It's like Cindy in Scary Movie 2 singing in the car.
Yeah. My sister used to have the vitamin C CD like when it first came out. So whenever she was
Yes.
like grumpy, I would be like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do?"
What you gonna
She'd
do?
laugh every time.
Put a smile on your face.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she signed that copy. I went with my girlfriend at the time to see him Goody, and we met her, and she signed the CD.
Wow.
Oh, look at
Ooh.
you.
Yeah.
You and Miss C.
Yeah.
I know. Who
You're
knows
gonna
what
be
Sam
Kevin
Goody is
C
anymore?
soon.
I know.
Yeah.
Mel C and Vitamin C and Kev C. We're gonna form the Spice Girls 2.0.
There you go.
Don't forget us when you're big, buddy. Don't forget us when you're big.
Yeah. All right. So I was surprised. Green Day, Time of Your Life only got 7%. Everybody was like, no to Green Day. Taylor Swift, Long Live got 20%. Billy Idol, Don't You Forget About Me got 23%. Clear and Present Winner, 50%. Vitamin C, Graduation.
I knew it.
Yep.
There's the dildo again.
Wow.
He's always throwing it at me. I'm like, oh my.
And to you, it's just Tuesday.
Yeah, my reputation precedes me. It's fine.
So, right before we get started, too, I like to ask our guest, Mr. Blanco. I already know the answer because I accidentally asked you 2 times because I forget. But who are your favorite X-Men characters?
I really like Gambit, and I also really like Wolverine.
Ew.
I feel like he's funny. That's shit he says
He is.
sometimes. And I also really like. This is because of you, Shawn. I started liking Emma Frost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, White Queen, White Queen.
White Queen.
She's pretty
I know
awesome.
we were at brunch, and I remember you were kind of like, I kind of get it now that I'm reading her. She's like bitchy and into fashion. Like I kind of get it.
She's
Yeah,
every
she's
gay
cool.
man's favorite, like, straight woman to hang out with.
Yeah.
My eyes are open.
Good.
Welcome.
I remember when I first met John, and right after you came around, Michael. I didn't realize it, but I guess I talked about Emma a lot, and John started making fun of me because I realized one day, like, wait, I love Josh. No, I love Emma. And then Michael or John was like, yeah, you're always talking about her. This is you. Emma, 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 Emma. I was like, I guess I do like her.
I knew that's what you were gonna say. I still remember that.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I invited you on and not John. All right, let's get into our episode. So this is Dark Horizon Part 2. This aired August 16th, 2003. Written by Christopher Yost, Boyd Kirkland, and George Meyer. Directed by Gary Graham.
Gary Graham.
Gary's back.
Gary's back.
Gary.
And we
Welcome
talked
back,
about this.
Gare.
Thank you. We talked about this on previous episodes, but this was meant to be the finale. But for some reason, they showed Cruise Control after this episode, which will be our next episode as well.
Before we like jump in, can I ask Michael a question if that's okay?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Is it what
Michael,
Labubu does he want the most? Is that the question?
You bitch.
I got Michael into Labubus.
Yeah. Michael, do you have a Labubu yet?
I have 2.
Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, damn.
It's all Shawn's fault.
Yep.
I get it. Do they have clothes?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Pervert.
Yet being the key word.
I don't have Labubu, but I have Mogwai.
Okay,
Aw.
that works.
He's cute.
Yeah.
I have a Grogu.
Too.
Yeah.
What's playing behind you, Ryan?
It's actually X-Men Evolution.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then on the other side, I have actually a arcade system, and it's got like I think over 300 games on it, and it's like all like old arcade games, X-Men, and then like old games from Sega, Nintendo, stuff like that.
That's
One of my cousins made it for me for my birthday
Modded.
one year.
nice.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. I didn't know that.
Mm.
You tell
Fancy,
Michael
yeah.
things you don't tell me.
You don't ask. You don't ask.
True.
Michael, you said you're starting to collect the action figures. What's the last one you bought?
The last one I bought was, it's not here yet actually, but it's Kid Omega, and I bought him because some of them come with like extra pieces that you can, it lets you build like a different character.
Oh, I
And,
know. I know.
Oh yeah.
I collect
have
as well.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I have a Age of Apocalypse Colossus's arm sitting behind my Iceman in my other room, just because I don't know what to do with the piece.
I know
Wait,
what
how'd
you're
you get
talking
it?
about.
It came with Iceman, Age of Apocalypse Iceman, but
Oh,
I've never
nice.
like collected the rest of the set. I just wanted Iceman because he's my
Colossus,
man.
right?
Yeah, it's Colossus's arm.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Ryan? What's the last one you bought?
They actually just arrived. I got Warpath and X-23 from X-Force
X-Force.
that Chris Yost wrote.
Nice.
Yep.
And he also wrote the episode that we're about to review.
Nice.
So you collect them too.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Nice.
And I saw there was just a Target release last week. Power of X-Men posted it. It was Psylocke and Thanos, and I guess it sold out in like minutes because everybody was like, "Oh, it's Psylocke," and you get her accessory Thanos. So obviously we know who everybody cares about.
Well, no, Shawn, those are from what's it called? Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes,
nice.
Yeah,
That makes sense. That makes more sense as to why they're together.
yeah. Mhm.
All right, let's
Yes.
get into it here. The battle against the god statues continues. Cyclops uselessly blasts one of them. Uselessly, Kevin. Uselessly.
Thanks. Yeah, I know. Whatever. Like everyone's uselessly in the beginning. It's fine.
I know. The statue swings and hits a column, breaking it to pieces. Colossus jumps in front of Kitty, and catches part of the column, saving her. But Colossus and the column are too heavy, and it causes the floor to cave in. Nightcrawler, Kitty, and Colossus go falling through the floor. Cyclops, Pyro, and Quickie collapse through the floor next. Beast fights desperately to take down the statue. Xavier is knocked out. As the floor collapses, Nito saves him. Ex-boyfriend love right there.
I like your
See-
nicknames for them.
Immediately,
You're
I was
welcome.
like, "This is the Mummy meets the Power Rangers the movie."
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, you're very, very right. Well,
I was
they all
like,
came
oh my
out
gosh.
right around this time. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm. So I was reminded from the notes, I forgot this, but apparently they paired Kitty, Nightcrawler, and Colossus together because they were all on Quicksilver. Or all on Quicksilver. That's a whole nother movie. All on Excalibur
Sign me up.
together at one point. Yeah. I forgot Colossus
Nice.
was on Excalibur, but it was like really late in the run, and they added him to kind of boost numbers. But Kitty was already with Peter
Nightcrawler?
Wisdom.
Yeah, thank you. I was
Yeah.
like, I was doing his powers. I couldn't.
The knives.
Yeah, fingernails. Yeah.
Yep.
Fire fingernails. Yeah.
Yeah. So this was a cute little winky, winky, nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Evolution is good at that.
Yeah.
Also,
At
I'm
least
not
he's good
sure
at something.
if it.
Ooh.
Shut up, Shawn.
Just kidding.
So I'm not sure when it is in this episode. Maybe I think it might be close around scene 4, but Kitty actually calls Colossus a tank. And if anyone is reading the X-Force right now, that's the name that Colossus went by for the entire series.
Oh, how
Was
cool.
Tank in that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does. I'm so behind on comics right now. I'm even more behinder than usual because I've been trying to get through school, which is a whole nother story. Depression.
It's okay.
Anyway. All right, Michael, take us to scene 2.
Okay. A little ways away, Jean protects Iceman from getting unalived from the statue. Storm, who finally does something, flies in and attacks the statue. As Jean and Bobby make their escape, Jean is knocked out. Storm sees her friend fall and goes to help.
See, I'm with it. I say things like unalived. I know what the kids are saying.
Very cool.
It's also they can get through the sensors.
I know.
So Jean is knocked out, but Bobby is also like pushed down all the stairs and everything. But then Storm's literally just like, Jean! Like she does like a Scott scream.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what about our boy Bobby? He's literally like bouncing on his ass down the stairs and everything. I'm like sure this might be a little foreshadowing for he's a faggot. That's gonna happen. But who knows? Happy Pride. Yeah.
Happy Pride. Wow.
It's on brand.
Yeah.
Was this like one of the only episodes he was in? I don't remember seeing him too much. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's been in a ton lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got introduced in season 2, and he's never he's very rarely like a main character, but he's been in quite a few.
Okay.
Nice memory, Michael.
I know. I had to rewatch the episode.
Yeah. All right, Cheshire Cat.
I know, right? It's my bisexual Cheshire Cat shirt. All right.
Cheshire
I love it.
Like,
Again,
it's
happy Pride.
adorable.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. All right. Magneto gets Xavier to safety. Beast narrowly joins them. Underground, Cyclops, Quickie, and Pyro are dismayed to see additional statues come to life. They engage in combat. Behind them, Storm protects Jean from another statue. Bobby creates an ice slide, which it slips on, taking it out. 2 lion statues come to life. The team escapes as Storm holds it at bay. And this is where I'm like, okay, it's Ghostbusters now.
Yep.
Pop culture moment.
Yes.
I'll add one.
Yeah.
So I liked that Bobby took one of them down, but it was kind of like lame. Like, oh, I made you slip.
Well, in like the first 50 to 60 issues, that's what Bobby did. That and throw snowballs until he until he was able to really ice up.
So
And
hard.
Until the Viagra kicked in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Happy Pride. Yeah.
Behind the scenes, what did it is he stuck his finger in his ass for the first time, and then that's when his powers kicked in. Happy Pride.
Exactly. See,
That's when mine kicked in.
Yeah. See, you say finger. I heard it was what's it called, popsicle, and that's how he iced up.
Oh, I need to try that.
We didn't see a popsicle for long.
I'm gonna go on Amazon and look up big sticks.
Well, I actually have a friend. They had side
Oh
tangent.
no.
They had they had like this dildo like ice cube maker. So you could like put water in there and make a frozen. Yeah. So
Do I want
That's
a
one
frozen
best.
dildo?
it's like get a mold. Yeah.
I can practice for Bobby.
Uh-huh.
I
There you go. Oh my gosh,
I
this is
feel
such an idea
like-
for OnlyFans.
I know, but I feel like I would just get so scared. I'm like, is it? I don't know. I don't want to get too warm or something. I guess it really would just be water in the
It'd just be
long
water.
run. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want like an iceberg floating around in me or something. You know.
Iceberg.
Or like how when you lick a piece of ice and your tongue gets stuck. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh.
Oh god. Get the blow dryer out.
Oh my God. I would
This is not
literally
how
be
I
like,
thought my
take me
Saturday night was gonna go.
Yeah, take me to the nearest hot tub now.
Yeah. Oh no. Happy Pride.
Elsewhere, Kitty and Nightcrawler go through a wall to check out what's on the other side before Colossus destroys it. They report back that it's just more tunnels. Nearby, Beast tries to reach Kitty on the comms. Xavier decides to just reach out telepathically.
He's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
All right, that'll work. Yeah. Beast studies the hieroglyphics and deduces Apocalypse's origins.
Ooh, flashback.
Yeah, I really loved this part because this is the first time that we ever got something like this. I'm not going to talk anything about it because I know that's your part to talk about. Don't worry, I won't
that'd
read
be
it.
rude to go over somebody else's lines, Ryan. I can't believe you even think about doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I never think of reading it at the same time.
No. No. All right. Let's get into Apocalypse. Not that way. As a baby, happy Pride. As a baby, he had gray skin and was left to die. Around that same time, a man came from the stars. I wonder who that could be. The baby was saved by a warrior named Baal. En Sabanur was trained to be the mightiest of fighters. Oh, yeah. He was named En Sabanur because it means the first one, apparently. I did not know that. I don't know if that's canon. That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Word of this amazing new fighter traveled the lands. Rama Tut received word of En Sabanur and demanded his destruction. Rama Tut took down Baal's army, leaving only En Sabanur. As the last survivor, he christened himself Apocalypse. So,
blasphemers,
blasphemer. They don't name this traveler from the stars, but
Lies.
just like X-Men TAS in continuity in the comics, this is Kang. This is Kang the Conqueror. Cameo.
Ooh, gas.
Happy Pride.
The hesitance of it too. That happy pride. Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I won't invite him again.
The more the merrier. The more the merrier. All right. So the morning light or seven lights is what En Sabanur means in the comics.
Okay.
Oh.
I could see how that could roughly translate to like the first one, because like morning light is like the morning, the beginning.
First thing you see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not mad at it.
Broken. Okay.
No.
There's Kevin in the song. All right, Michael.
Cyclops continues to fight against the statue. He shoots off his arm and realizes they're mechanical. Pyro gets bitch slapped by the statue. Quickie returns and takes down the remaining statues. Over in their team, Storm takes down a statue, but it takes the last of her strength. Iceman is also iced out. Jean wakes up and takes down the last statues. Her team regroups with Cyclops' team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby shot too many loads. Happy Pride.
Yeah. I was gonna say we've all been there, but I don't know if Kevin has. No.
I've got
I don't know.
stamina.
Yeah.
I can go 7 times in a day. It's fine. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I was with a guy once where I would just go to his house and like just all night. I can't even tell you how many times sometimes.
Yeah.
Happy Pride.
It was
Yeah.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. You got to look up like the most pride-ish song for the post this week.
Yeah, it's
Something
gotta be
about
completely
pride.
rainbows.
Yeah.
Just rainbow bright farting.
Mhm.
Or just put a picture of me.
There
Happy
you
Pride.
go.
Yeah.
Happy Pride.
You have to like make this a subtitle of the episode. You're like Dark Horizons Part 2, parentheses, Happy Pride.
Okay, okay.
Yes. I love that.
That's great. I will do that. Just for you, Cheshire Cat.
Yay.
It's you.
Who is it? Oh, me! Ha! We all go a little mad sometimes. All right. So, next, Apocalypse hunted down the Pharaoh and easily dispatched him. Apocalypse hunted down Ramatut's machine and planned to use it to turn all of mankind into mutants. The machine overtaxed his what?
Powers.
Yes. Over what?
What did I write?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, overtaxed his powers.
Overtaxed
Overtaxed
his
his
powers.
powers.
But the machine has a hidden.
It what?
Oh, okay. No. Oh, I got it. Oh, Apocalypse has powers. Got it. Okay. I was like, the machine is a him. Machine has powers.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Anyway, the machine overtaxed Apocalypse powers, and his followers trapped him in the machine. They were afraid of what his future would bring. Beast and Xavier realized they are not in Apocalypse's resting place. He was trapped elsewhere.
Mhm.
Yes.
And
Happy
also,
Pride.
so after the man came from the stars, he posed as Ramatut. So Ramatut, just to be clear, is Kang. So Kang came with the ship and posed as a pharaoh for reasons. And this is the start of Apocalypse.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Do you know what this brings back to solving for X, like the X-Men the animated series. Did you see Kang in this episode?
Oh,
We
my
saw
gosh.
Kang in this episode.
You kept asking me over and over. That's right.
This is
that
that
was fun,
episode.
not annoying at all. This is that episode.
Finally happened.
All right. Get it,
Oh,
Ma.
so sorry, guys. Meanwhile, Gambit, Sabretooth, and Wolverine continue to track Rogue. They're trapped out in the snow. Gambit tells them to stop sniffing everything and just follow the damn footprints. I mean, he is a
Typical
thief.
dogs.
He is the one that would know this.
Get your nose out of my butt.
No.
It's something you've never said.
I know. I love that. It's great.
So, Michael, what are your thoughts on Gambit in X-Men Evolution? Like his design, his persona. Does he pass?
He passes. I don't like his design as much, but he's still pretty cool.
Okay. What show or movie has your favorite iteration of Gambit besides X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Right. 97. I would say
Okay.
I would say 97 for sure.
Yeah, I liked because when we rewatched the animated series, I like fully realized how useless Gambit actually was in that series. Like he's the comedic value.
Yeah.
Like he's supposed to be this spy and this like the thief. And like there's one where he like jumps onto a rooftop and then he like slips and then he like makes all the alarms go off. I'm like, this man's a thief? Like what the hell? But yeah, 97 like corrected it.
Yeah. Do you agree?
Touche.
Is that yours too?
I would say so. I did also really like how they did him in Deadpool and Wolverine, but I'm curious to see if Channing Tatum can like keep up a more serious Gambit or not, because that was definitely a more comedic Gambit.
Right.
But yeah, 97 is the best.
Nice.
Well, if you guys think about it, though, X-Men 92 came out, or X-Men, the animated series came out in 92. He was used in that, and his first appearance was in July of 90.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no story or anything. They really
He's
just
real
put him in
fresh.
there probably because They're like, oh, you know what? This guy will be cool. Maybe we'll make him and Rogue have a love story, and they can put that in the comics or something.
Mhm.
Yeah,
This
actually, I
Fresh Prince of the
didn't.
Swamp.
Yeah. I didn't know at the time, but I guess I was reading once that a lot of the older generation hated Gambit because they saw him as a gimmick and didn't think he should have been in 92 just because he was so new. And I guess some of the older audience thought his powers were like cheesy or not practical. So I thought that was interesting because it's like, to me, it's like the Ewoks, Return of the Jedi. Like, all of our generation loves Ewoks, but if you
Yeah.
ask anybody older than us, they're like, I hate the Ewoks. Blah, blah,
Right.
True.
blah. But once I was like reading through the comics, I kind of got where they were coming from, even though I don't agree, obviously, because Gambit is one of my favorites as well. But I could see, like, if you're super attached to something like the Phoenix Saga and you came up reading the Phoenix Saga and you finally get to see it on screen and for some reason Gambit's there, I could see how that could be off-putting, but
Sure.
mm-hmm. I like how you just dismissed me completely. You're like, sure, Shawn.
Sure,
Whatever, Jan. Sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
Do you see how he treats me? All right. Kitty continues to explore the tunnels below the pyramid. Nightcrawler ports in and scares her. Kitty tells Nightcrawler to go back to Xavier. Leave me alone with Colossus. No reason. Cyclops blasts through the wall. Happy Pride. And the team joins up with Kitty's team. That's it. I didn't have anything else for that scene.
Okay. Nito. Savior and Beast find an important looking door, but they realize if Apocalypse isn't here, what is behind the door? Nito uses his powers to tear down the door. The trio come across Ramatut's vessel. It has been buried here for over 5,000 years. The ship opens up and the trio enter it. Savior sees a helmet and connects to it. It activates the ship. How intuitive. Beast puts on his communicator in time to hear Wolverine hailing him. They have followed Rogue to Tibet. Nito realizes Apocalypse must be there. Oh my.
Oh my.
I love this. I called it Sphinxter Cerebro.
Only you.
How many heads
Like,
of
all right,
your? How many?
How's your head?
Yeah. Haven't
No
had any
complaints
complaints.
So I do want to share a quick story. Michael knew this would come up, but he was so not interested in X-Men for a while that one time John showed him a picture of Deadpool and said, "Babe, who's this?" And he said, "Is that Magneto?"
That's funny.
Oh gosh.
So
Love
I
you,
want to-
Michael.
It's okay.
There was a-
I want to.
There was a better one though. I think I called Juggernaut Astronaut.
Oh.
You got the not
I
part
like that
though.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the not part, so I think that's good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a buddy
I was
once.
trying.
I had a buddy once try to tell me that he was like, "Yeah, you know, Deadpool's actually a clone of Spider-Man." I'm like, no.
I mean, he's got lots of
I gotta-
clones. That's not one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Of all the people you could name, there's a bunch of clones you couldn't mention.
And at that point, I got up and walked out. No.
Yeah. Have you guys heard? I'm sure Ryan has, and I think Kevin has, but the rumors of the early concept for Gambit, this just made me think of it. That he's actually a Summers brother that was experimented
Oh,
on
that's
by
right.
Sinister.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Yeah, and apparently that's one of the things Bo DeMeo said he was going to explore in season 3 was actually like make it canon to X-Men 97. But the idea was that he has kinetic power just like Scott
Mhm.
and Havoc.
Yeah, it's not that
he just
different,
like
really.
yeah, he just like expends it differently, which makes sense. I kind of hope they do that one day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, everyone wants to be a Summers.
Yeah. They're the Skywalkers of X-Men.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Wolverine and Sabretooth are suddenly attacked by Mesmero's psychic suggestion. Luckily, Xavier's mental block saves them. It's like, oh, wait, good. Okay. And then Mesmero, Rogue, and Mystique continue their trek. Like, yeah, he told me to throw you over the cliff, but part of me still wants to.
I know what part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
In the pyramid, Kitty's climbing a wall. The statue continues their pursuit. Kitty phases the statue's leg into the ground, and Colossus smashes it down. Kitty tries to have a moment with Colossus, but he's oblivious. Men.
Happy Pride.
Yeah.
Story of my
Sorry.
life.
Straight men. Yeah.
Straight men. Kitty, I'm living for her this episode. She's so cute with her obvious, like, trying to flirt with Colossus, trying to be alone with Colossus,
Her
trying to
big
high-five
wide eyes
Colossus.
at every moment. Every time he's on, she's like,
Yeah.
oh, hi!
And he's like, do you see what I wear? I'm very gay.
I do love when he's like, I was concerned. Yeah.
Right. It was so
Yeah.
great.
And she's like, oh.
Right. So we only have 10 more episodes, and one of them doesn't even count because it took place in the past. But we only have 9 episodes to get Gambit and Rogue together and Kitty and Colossus together. So this show has some work to do.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Shut up, Kevin. All right.
And Namor.
Mesmero and Namor, yeah. I can't believe he's finally here. I hate you, Ryan. Mesmero enters a cave with Rogue and Mystique in tow. They stop in front of a door. Mesmero announces to Apocalypse that they have returned to save him with the last key. The shape-shifting mutant Mystique! She gets mad. She wasn't told she was the key. Mystique was told Rogue was needed. Mystique wonders why she wasn't controlled like Rogue. She's told her mental fortitude is too strong. It was easier to work with her than try to, like, mesmerize her.
Yeah.
I don't know what word to use. Mesmerize.
Hypnotize.
Hypnotize. I do like that in these 2 episodes so far, like, it's been questionable. Like, is Mystique hypnotized? Is she, like, going along with it? So this is where we finally find out, like, what's going on with Mystique. It was a nice little get.
It was. And she's like, oh, you think of me, I'm so powerful? Okay, fine. Maybe I'll do something.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, I'm so mental.
And something happens that we've been talking about for
I
seasons.
know. It's like, who would have thunk when I brought that up? I was like,
oh, yeah.
full circle. A full circle
I
moment.
know. And Michael gets to read it.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
But okay, before you read this, if you see the word snake, you have to say it as gay as possible. A snake. Happy Pride.
Okay. All right, deal.
Okay.
Mystique is told to go through a hole, Happy Pride, and open a door using her hand. She turns into a snake and slips through the hole. Mystique places her hand on a pillar and activates the room. It turns her into stone. Oh no. Rogue walks by her dazed and enters the final resting place of Apocalypse. Outside, Wolverine, Sabes, and Gambit blast open the door. Mesmero fights them in order to give Rogue the time she needs to resurrect Apocalypse. Rogue touches the tomb and it opens. Apocalypse awakens. I was expecting to read Snake more than that, Shawn.
I'm sorry. I'll add it a few times for you.
I'm a snack.
I'm a snack.
So in the, I think it was season 2, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Was it? Yeah.
Mhm.
Mystique snuck in and she got. I'm sure you've been listening. I'm sure you know. No. No. In season 2, we spoke about that Mystique broke into the mansion and that she escaped as a snake with a DVD in her mouth, like slithering away. So that's just been our joke for the past 2 seasons. Season and
Now
a
it
half.
happened.
A snack.
That's amazing.
No, you are. No, you.
And
Right,
you
Kevin.
see, like, the shriveled up Apocalypse here. I kept thinking of shriveled up Zordon.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yes. Kimberly.
Yes. All right. Back in the pyramid, the remaining statue chases the Cyclops team to a large door. Cyclops blasts through it, and the team reunites with the Xavier team. Everyone is back together. Nito easily dispatches the statue with the help of Storm, Cyclops, and Pyro. Inside the vessel, Xavier finds out the ship was built here on Earth, years in the future. It can travel anywhere.
Let's do the
instantly.
reaction.
What? What are we doing? Oh.
The Deja Sky reaction.
Oh yeah. What? What?
RuPaul's Drag Race, Michael.
Happy Pride.
Wait, I can do it again. Do it again, Shawn.
What? Yeah, it's so crazy. All right. Anyway, where are we?
It can travel.
Oh yeah. Okay. It can travel anywhere instantly. Beast gets the idea to travel to Tibet to help the others. Beast demands everyone to get onto the ship. Ship.
The ship chopper. Oh, there it is. There's Deja's face.
I can't do it.
So good. So good.
So good.
Back in Tibet, Wolverine, Sabes, and Gambit continue to fight against Mesmero. The old crazy face tattooed dude's got some moves though. He's holding them off. As Mesmero holds Wolverine at bay, Sabes knocks him into the wall. In the chamber, Rogue is released from Mesmero's control. As she comes to, Apocalypse grabs her and absorbs her personas. Every person that she has absorbed goes into Apocalypse. Oh, happy Pride.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a cum dump.
Yeah, exactly. We've all been there, yeah.
Especially Michael.
Yeah. Learning more and more about you, Michael. Yeah, you seem like a fun guy. And rebuilds him from a frail old man to a power to be reckoned with. Rogue faints. Wolverine comes to her aid just in time to see Apocalypse rise. Happy Pride.
So I can tell that you're reading off of the email notes and not the notes in Trello because I just randomly added the word snake a bunch just to hear you say it.
Sorry. I have the
That's
email
all right.
notes pulled up. Do you want me
It
to
literally
pull up
says-
Trello and reread it? Yeah.
It literally says Wolverine snake comes to her aid just in time to see Apocalypse rise. Saves and Gambit snake continue their fight against Mesmer. I tried it. Just to make Michael happy.
Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome.
Okay, I'm gonna leave
Back in the
now.
pyramid.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I always like making you happy.
I was born to make you happy.
You're not even gonna cuddle afterwards? No.
Yeah, wow. Back in the pyramid, Cyclops is the last to leave the battle to board the ship. The statue drags its way to the ship and is about to strike when the ship ports away. Back in Tibet, Wolverine lunges at the retreating Apocalypse. He is mentally pushed away. The ship arrives and the X-Men prepare to battle Apocalypse. Apocalypse does one simple hand motion and takes down the whole team. He continues his trek into his ship.
No.
Nito tries to fight Apocalypse, but he is easily dispatched. Apocalypse makes his escape in the ship. Xavier notes their greatest battle is just beginning. The X-Men decide to go on a cruise.
Since it's Pride, are we sure the simple hand movement wasn't this?
Yes.
Drama.
Yeah.
So apparently
Yes,
another
drama.
thing in cruise control we're going to see is Rogue is still recovering from self-possessed. So it definitely takes place before these.
I wish I had looked at the DVDs earlier and we could have just gave you the order. Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine. We had
It's
to
fine.
choose
Let's just
to
make
go
sure.
with.
Let's make sure that
Yeah.
season 4 is good.
Okay.
On
I'm sure it
what's
is.
it called? And if
I
not,
feel like
we'll
we're
be
so
okay.
deep in, we might as well just keep going off
Yeah,
of
just
air
going.
order.
Right.
Yeah.
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 All right, so let's talk
So
about
deep.
our
Happy Pride.
feels. Happy Pride.
Hmm?
So, what was your opinion of the episode? And rate it for me. Britishly bitchin' like Emma, pretty cool
So
like
good.
Iceman, Australian Wolverine, you kind of love it but kind of hate it. Fat and sweaty like Jubilee are unspeakable like X-Men Origins Deadpool. Michael Blanco, you're going
Sorry.
first. Say hi to John for me.
Shawn says hi. Sorry, I totally spaced.
Oh my god.
Oh my
How
god.
rude! I know.
So go ahead and give us your opinion on the episode and rate it for us.
I think it's pretty cool, like Iceman. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of average.
Oh,
wow.
Happy Pride.
Yeah. Not
But
so
I
happy
haven't-
Pride. Yeah.
I haven't I haven't watched the episodes in a while, so I kind of just randomly watched it, and I kind of try to remember what was happening. So maybe it just didn't build up like as it has been for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we rated Dark Horizon Part 1. Australian Wolverine, you
Nice.
kind of love it,
Australian
kind of hate it. So it was like an okay start to the finale. Except
Okay.
for I think Ryan did pretty cool like Iceman. So
I did.
you're on par.
Okay.
All right, Ryan. How did this one stack up against the first one?
I'm also gonna go with pretty cool like Iceman. I thought it was good. I like to see the team fight together. I loved seeing Colossus and Kitty have more moments. Even though Pyro didn't have any lines, we got to see a lot more of him using his powers and stuff like that, being teamed up with Cyclops. So, just good uses of everyone's powers. So, pretty cool like Iceman. Apocalypse, I know this sounds weird, but Apocalypse was like a little meh for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But I think
He
that's
didn't
what he's
talk.
supposed to be. Yeah, I think that's what he's supposed to be at this point. Like, it's...
Right.
Who knows if they were even signed on for the next season at this point, but yet they were because this is the final season. the airing point of how they did this, yeah.
Yeah, but I wonder if it was made in the block with season 3 and maybe they just didn't want to hire an actor just for a few lines yet, or maybe they just hadn't cast him yet. So I can see that.
I mean, 'cause that's what happened at the end of season 2 with the Acolytes. We didn't have them talk until this season. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
All right, Kevin, what is your thoughts?
I gave it. I think I'll do pretty cool too. I think the pacing of this was so fun. Like, there's always things happening You know, it
Mhm.
was very exciting the whole way through. Could have been more, but I mean, I think it was a really good effort, and I think the ensemble was really nice, and yeah, I liked it.
Nice.
Well, you all are bitches. I gave it Britishly Bitchin' like Emma. I thought it was amazing. I loved all the team ups. I loved the kind of this was a very apocalypse plan to me to get like part of the team to like go get his ride for him, like go pimp my ride and bring it to me. Like I thought that was a cool little like twist. I like the reveal of like Mystique being betrayed. I
I
thought
mean,
this was
and,
like
and
a really
Stone,
cool
yeah,
finale. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it left me a
I
lot to
was
chew on.
I was right between those because I was really tempted to do British bitch, and I'm like, oh,
Same. Same.
yeah.
Oh, everybody wants to be like me, but you can't.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, babe.
Marijuana. All right, so
So you do
who
like
is
X-Men
the?
Evolution.
Yeah.
I do. The season 1 was really rough to get through. It took me like 3 times to watch through it. Finally, this podcast is finally what made me do it. But after that, it's been like pretty good. It's been surprising.
Also, do you
Good
remember?
stuff.
Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll talk about it. I have 2 X Factors. I realized.
Oh,
So
they're
I'll
X
talk about that.
Factors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ryan. Thanks for volunteering. Who was your MXP?
Um. I have to say Apocalypse just because this is the first time that we got to see like animated version of him in like Egyptian time and stuff like that. I'm sure we got to see him before as the Apocalypse, the big blue uh, robotic kind of guy, but never him as like the great baby mutant and stuff like that in animation form. So I thought that was really cool. So I'm choosing Apocalypse.
Yeah, nice. Michael, you nodded first. Who's your MXP?
I was gonna say Apocalypse as well. I just thought it was really cool when Rogue touches him, and then you see all the
He
powers that
cried.
she's. Yeah.
Point
You
on
see
the
all
doll
the-
where he was touched.
Yeah, I just thought that was a really cool scene.
Yeah. Kevin.
I gave it. I gave it to Mesmero, because
Holding
all
it
his
together.
plans,
Yeah.
all the little pieces he put into motion, have come to fruition. Everything worked out just as he wanted it to. He duped Mystique. He had Rogue. He had all of these little, and over the long haul, he was playing the long game. And so he did it. So good for him.
Yeah, I agree. And the fact that he fought off Wolverine,
Yeah.
Sabretooth, and Gambit alone, like,
Holding his
goddamn, this man is a force to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
Has he ever been in any other X-Men media?
In media, I don't think so. I just know him from the comics. That's it.
Oh, okay.
He might have been in like superhero squaddies, but that's about it. Yeah.
Oh, and technically he was in X-Men Task, but he was one of the psychics captured by Apocalypse in Beyond Good and Evil. He didn't have any lines or actions or anything.
Yeah. He was about as there as Karma was.
I forgot to mention, I think I had a note on it early. I'll just mention it real quick. This answered a question for me after all these years, since I think 2000, I don't remember, 16, 17, when X-Men Apocalypse came out. I was like, how did Bryan Singer come up with this beginning? It's so cool the way the Horseman like betrayed Apocalypse and trapped him. And then when we watched this, I'm like, oh, this is where that bitch got it from.
See?
Like it was from this show. Yeah.
He loved him some animated series when he was reviewing the first 2 X-Men. So
yeah, I want
probably
to
was like, wait, there's a whole new series. I got to watch this now.
Yeah, I got to steal from this now. I can't read comics
because the series that stole from my movies, then I have to steal from the,
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, but also my MXP was also Mesmero, which I just said. That's right. Okay, X Factor. We're on X Factor now. So, favorite moment or thing that showcases the greater X-Men universe. Who wants to go first on this one? Well, Ryan said it earlier, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
go with
can.
it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
seeing Apocalypse's history like played out like this is really cool because this is like the first time we've fully gone into it. I feel like the movie could have done this a little bit more and given us a little bit more on who
Mhm.
Apocalypse is to make him seem more dangerous. Like I like the way that Evolution set him up.
Yeah, I said Apocalypse too. I wasn't sure in what capacity I was going to say it because I'm like Apocalypse. That's all I put. But I do like his history. It's very much Imhotep from the Mummy over here too. I'm like, oh. And you see him as the warrior and baby and gray and all the little markings that came on as time went on. Oh, yeah, very fun.
Ugh.
And then his like glowy, floaty
Mm-hmm.
ball. Like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Happy
Ethereal
Pride.
glowing being of doom. All right, who's next? Michael.
Mine's also going to be Apocalypse.
Oh my god.
As I was watching this episode, it made me think of where 97 left off. Do you think they're going to touch on this arc as well? Happy Pride.
That's a good Happy
Yeah,
Pride. I can see that. I can see them going more into Sabanur because they're in the past now and they meet him before he's
and they meet him as the
Apocalypse,
kid.
so,
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
not a
Which
kid, but you know what I mean,
I
younger.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wonder if they'll go into like Uncanny X-Force area, which I know I've talked about a lot, which is one of my favorite series where basically they meet Genesis, which is like a reborn child in Sabanur, and they have to decide, do we let him grow up and hope he doesn't turn back into Apocalypse, or do we kill this child now and stop Apocalypse from becoming? So I wonder if 97 would kind of go there, which would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it'd be cool if they did it that way, and then that's like another reason that they opened the school, like because they've got Kid Apocalypse and might as well have a bunch of other younger kids, and
Yeah.
they got to blend a lot of stories together, but they do that a lot in 97, so.
Yeah, very well. And then suddenly, apparently, Emma gives out mutant growth hormone bracelets.
Yep.
If
We've all been
Poe's
there.
to be believed. Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Must be Tuesday.
Dark times. Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Bring
All
us
right.
home on this one.
My first X Factor is it. So when Kitty actually faces the giant statue's foot into the ground, and then Colossus jumps into the statue, like knocking it completely over. If you didn't notice, he doesn't actually just jump alone. Jean's actually picking him up and throwing him through there. So she's using her powers that way. And like, if you listen closely, you even hear like that. You know how like it's like the wah, wah, or like the like her using her powers, or wow, 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 yeah, something like that. Yeah. Sorry if like all of your animals are going crazy now because of that weird noise. But so I just really like that because it reminded me. I know that I bring up this comic series a lot, but X-Men Legacy, when Magneto actually uses Colossus, like when he's like frozen, and he literally just picks him up and just uses him as like a missile to throw at Proteus, I believe. So it was it really reminded me of that. And then the other thing is when Apocalypse had his machine that was going to turn all humans into mutants, I was like, now this is them taking from X-Men 1. Like when Magneto, because this came out after X-Men 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that's those are my two X Factors, and I'm gonna leave you on that.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so There's been rumors. I thought we'd expand on them, but I want to know for this week's Previously On, who would you want to see play Apocalypse? So it's been rumored Dwayne Johnson, John Cena. Should he be CGI? Or should they just not do Apocalypse again? Thoughts?
I mean, I don't really like either of those choices.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go ahead, Kev.
I mean, I might be okay with them doing it again if it's cast right. But I'm not like, it's not necessary for me. Like I could do without two. So whatever. I don't know which one of the options were the other options.
CGI or none.
Oh, I guess let's say none out of those categories.
Okay. Right.
I feel like with the X-Men, how they're going to redo it, they're basically stating already that they want Sinister to be the main big bad for the first one. So, like, if you think about that, then who's got to be the big bad for the second one? Magneto. Then guess what? All three of them are all going to get together with all their teams, and they're going to have to fight the first big bad, whatever, like how it usually happens. And so then Apocalypse will come back with not just Apocalypse, but his wife and his kids too. So like it'll be like that kind of reincarnation of him. So I think that it'd be cool, but I want it to be none of these guys. I want it to be like someone new, that is like raw talent, and I don't want them to be
Happy
a wrestler.
Pride.
Yeah, I want it raw. Yeah,
You're so talented.
Yeah, and you bring
Thank
up
you.
a good point. I feel like if they do Sinister, like Sinister and Apocalypse are so tied together in the comics now, you can't have one without the other. So I feel like they would have to bring Apocalypse in eventually.
Yeah.
and then Sinister will come back like at the end of the second movie, being like, "Oh, I'm bringing back blah 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 blah," and his entire family this time. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha. I think after how well they did Thanos, I feel like Apocalypse needs to just be CGI. Like he's so big, like I don't think any person could ever like
But even
properly
Thanos
portray him.
acted by a person with CGI over.
Well, yeah.
So you still need to get an actor.
True.
That could work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I still want a better actor than Dwayne or John.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I know Dwayne was thrown around, but I'm like, I think it's too early to cast Apocalypse. I don't think they're even looking yet, but who knows?
Yeah, I think he's third or fourth
camp
movie.
too, Michael?
Hmm?
Are you in the CGI camp too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look what they did with Beast already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Beast looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now Michael's super excited. He gets to partake in Danger Room Divas.
Come on, damn it, can't you make this program a little tougher?
Oh, it's no game play. It's the danger room. It's where we train.
Danger Room
Divas! Simulation complete.
Divas!
I'm a
Diva!
diva like Mary J. Blige.
So last week, I feel like I did get at least one response of somebody who did not appreciate the crassness of our our choices last week.
Oh no, really?
I know. They just said pass, and that's fine. It was kind of raunchy, but that's fine. Last week was who would be more into Two Girls, One Cup. And technically Dax had Kitty Pryde, but I took over for Dax. And Ryan had Spiral. And Spiral got 83% of the vote. Although I was proud of my argument for Kitty. And I'm proud that I at least got 17% for Kitty, even though she's so wholesome. I made it work.
Yeah.
Definitely. Good job, bud.
Thank you. So since I stepped in for Dax, I am still on the board. So Ryan, since you won, who's going to go up against Michael? Is it going to be me or Kevin?
Let's have the teacher go against the student. So, Shawn, you go ahead, since you're always teaching them all about the X-Men.
Oh my god! I know. I told them about brunch when you were like, "Oh, who's Nightcrawler's dad?" Isn't Azazel? I was like, "Do you have a minute?"
Sit on down. This is gonna be a while.
Yeah, take a seat.
Order another round. Actually, you might need to chat
Yeah.
for this combo. Yeah.
All right, and Michael, do you want to be hero or villain?
I'll be hero.
Okay, let's see who you get.
Okay.
Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn. You got. It's like. It's being weird. You got Storm, Mistress of the Elements.
Nice. Okay.
Has anyone ever gotten her before?
Yeah,
think
we
so.
had
I
it
think
for
we got
like,
it for
a
one.
Vegas. It was like for a Vegas, like who would be in Vegas or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. And I got Gorgeous George and you had Storm. Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny. I got Apocalypse.
Oh, how fitting.
Yes. And our situation. So we're going to have 30 seconds to argue why our character would be more likely to do this thing.
Okay.
Who would be more likely to inappropriately touch drag queens at drag brunch?
And we can say either or, right? Storm or Apocalypse?
No,
You're
no,
just
you have to-
arguing for Storm.
Why you
Oh.
believe Storm would be the person to inappropriately touch them?
Yeah, and just for context, I know a lot of drag queens like talk about how people grab their ass or grab their like chest piece or fake breasts or sometimes even real breasts, or they'll like hug them or kiss them, and like it's really annoying to them. So that's how I came up with this question. All right, and can one of you time us, please?
Brian's got it.
Yes.
Okay, okay. I should have known.
Yeah.
All right, and Michael, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay.
Such a gentleman. All right, Shawn, are you ready?
Sure.
On your marks, get set, diva off.
All right, so Apocalypse, he would not be appropriate at a drag brunch because he has been locked away for like millennia. He has no idea how mankind even works. He has no idea what the etiquette of drag queens is. Plus, he doesn't give a damn. He's like, I can do whatever I want to these blasphemers. So he's going to be like touching them. He's going to be trying to figure out how he can evolve them to be better. Like he doesn't get the music. He doesn't know what's going on with that because he doesn't listen to the radio.
Stop.
I did.
That all makes sense, though.
I know when he's gonna improve them. I was like, oh yeah, that's actually a really good point. Yeah, he's gonna make them all ready for All Stars. Yeah.
So I have to say the same about Storm.
Yeah, why would Storm inappropriately touch drag queens?
Oh God. All right.
I have ideas.
All right.
Do you?
I have ideas. I do.
On your marks, get set, diva off.
Okay, I feel like Storm would inappropriately touch drag queens, but only because she's going to try to cover them up. So she just thinks they're too indecent and too raunchy like Shawn. So she is too classy for this, and she's just not going to have it. So she's going to touch them everywhere to block everybody from seeing these raunchy drag queens. And that's why Storm would do this.
That was really good. Time is up.
Nice. Well done, sir. Well done.
Yes.
That was really
I feel like
good.
she would, yeah, I feel like she would totally be all up on them and judging them, and just probably trying to steal some other outfits or accessories. But also, like,
Like, oh,
Maybe
this is
creating
nice.
like storm clouds around their
and-
like
yeah, and-
breastplates and
yeah, and she'd probably be like
Yeah.
making them wigs and stuff. She's like, you needed the hair like this, and like,
yeah.
Yes. I,
This is
Storm,
how you-
mistress of the elements, want to borrow that top.
exactly.
Let me give you a quick blowout. Make sure it's glued down.
Happy Pride. Yeah.
That's good. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's all right. It's always easier to come up with it after you hear the argument or, like, not in the moment.
Mhm.
Always.
Well, cool. Michael, it was so nice to have you on here. I've been looking forward to having you on to talk X-Men and your X-Men experience.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. It was a lot of
You're
fun.
welcome. Do you want people to be able to find you on the socials?
Sure. I don't really use them, but let's do it.
All right. Where should they find you?
On Instagram. And God, see, I don't even know my handle. That's how bad I am.
I know. And John's like the only person I know who uses Facebook anymore.
So it's Mr. Blanco 89.
What a lie, Mr. Blanco.
So young.
I know. You're so little.
Am I the
It's only
youngest
2 years.
here?
You are.
Maybe.
Oh,
I'm 87, so I'm probably the closest to you. But,
okay.
84.
yeah.
84.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right. Speaking of, you can find me on
John
Shawnee
Alberto.
Havoc on Instagram or on TikTok, where I forgot to put any hashtags on it, but I just did a little TikTok of Trump as Jabba the Hutt.
Send it
And
our
it's
way,
amazing,
please.
and
Adequate.
it's been getting nice attention.
Nice.
And you can find Solving for X on solvingforx.xmen.tas on Instagram or YouTube, where you can find this video. Oh, by the way, Michael, we're doing video. I forgot to tell you.
Love it.
All right, Kevin, how about you?
Yeah, you can find me on my Instagram at KJEEZY87. Or follow the other podcast that Shawn and I do, Words of the Witches, where we're covering the Charmed magazines currently. La.
All right, and Ryan.
You guys could find me on Instagram at RYEORIO or find me in the Solving for X comments. Happy Pride.
Yay. Happy Pride. And here's my
Where's the one of him as Jabba the Hutt, though?
Wow. I love that man so much. All right, thank you for listening. We'll see you next week for Cruise Control with Chad from Gray Malkin Lane.
Surprise.
Yay! Woo! Thanks for coming, Michael. So much fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Amazing.